Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 1995. We are here at Daytona International Speedway for the first race of the 1995 season. We're finally here. It's totally been forever since we've raced. Definitely not been less than a week since the 94 Hooters 500, since I uploaded that. Anyway, all joking aside, we're here. This is the 1995 Busch Clash. 10 drivers are in this race this year. All the pole winners from last season. Yes, it's only 10, but that's how it used to be back in the day. It's going to be an interesting race. Before we can find out what happens in this race, let's go through your starting lineup today. And presented by DuPont. On the front row today is Jeff Gordon. This was done by random draw. Jeff Gordon will be starting on the pole alongside him. Dale Earnhardt, probably one of the best drivers to ever run this race. An illustrious track record here at Daytona. And behind them you have Ernie Irvan, 1991 Daytona 500 winner. And I think pole winner from the 94's 500. Terry Labonte starts on the inside of him. He was a plate. He won the last plate race I think we were in at Talladega. Mark Martin never won a 500. I don't really know if he's had any success here at Daytona. Probably not, from what I can remember. And Davey Allison, who is last year's Daytona 500 winner and reigning champion. Davey Allison, two-time 500 winner. Let's see what he can do today. Rusty Wallace, who I think has had no luck here, just like Mark Martin at Daytona. They really have had some of the worst luck probably in Daytona 500 history. And next to them, you have Ken Schrader, a person who probably had the worst luck at Daytona last year. I think he led over 200 laps in both races, in both points-paying races, and didn't win. Kenny Wallace, he starts alongside last year's winner of this race, Sterling Marlin, 1994 winner. I had to go back and check the old video to see who won this race, and it was him. He beat Rick Wilson off the final corner. Could we see that today? And this race could come down to the last straightaway. Anyway, Jeff Gordon leads them down to the green flag for the first of the 10-lap sprints we have in this race. No caution laps count. It's a 20-lap race. You split it into two 10-lap segments. And after the first 10-lap segment, they invert the finishing order of the first segment, and then and that's how you start the second segment. So the only incentive for winning the first segment is there is a cash bonus at the end of the segment. So, and there's only 10 cars on track, so I assume all these guys are going to go for that first 10-lap segment there because, I mean, like I said, only 10 cars. Anyway, completely irrelevant information. We're going to go green flag racing. Jeff Gordon leads us down. 1995 is underway. Let's go racing. Gordon takes a early lead as he clears Dale Earnhardt down in the turn number 1. Earnhardt slotting in second place for the meantime, and Terry Labonte, his teammate, will slot in third. An even number of Chevrolets and Fords in this race. 5 Chevys, 5 Fords, and 3 of those Chevrolets lead the opening corners. Davey Allison looks to the inside off of turn 2 down the back stretch with help from Rusty Wallace. Earnhardt beginning to pull to the inside of Jeff Gordon here. Gordon, nothing he can do here as his teammate Terry Labonte helps Earnhardt past Gordon. And Gordon looked like he'll try and slot back in third place, but Davey Allison with a massive run from help from Rusty Wallace, and Jeff Gordon will not be able to get back to the inside. Dale Earnhardt leads lap number 1 here in the first lap of the clash. And once again, they're single file. Kenny Wallace, see him all the way back in the back there. Maybe he could be riding, trying to get the pole spot for the last segment. Earnhardt through 1 and 2. He's going to hold them single file for at least 6 or 7 vehicles. And now Terry Labonte to the inside. Rusty to come with him. Rusty looks like he's going to push his friend Terry Labonte. Labonte, who has never won a 500, just like Rusty Wallace, could try and start their speed weeks off on the right foot to maybe lead them to their first 500. And Sterling Marlin with help from behind with both of them. Sterling Marlin, a renowned plate driver, someone you don't hear be talked about very much, but he is one of the best plate drivers. And wow, at the line that time, it was close. Dale Earnhardt edged Terry by about 3 inches there, and that could very well be the finish of this race. through 1 and 2 once again. And it looks like Terry Labonte will clear Dale Earnhardt, and Rusty will also move to the inside here. And now Sterling Marlin trying to make it 3 wide. No, he decides to stay back in line there. These two all these guys run a double file through 5 lanes. It's like how they started the race, 2 by 2 throughout the whole field. And Rusty Walsh will take point here and clear the outside lane as Ken Schrader moves to the inside to claim the 2nd spot from Sterling Marlin. Rusty Walsh coming to the front now. It's like a revolving door at the front of the field here. And wow, looks like Schrader will get to the inside. Rusty's lead lasted about as long as something that lasts short. That's what it lasted as long as. Don't use metaphors, me. Note to self. So we come back here now. Looks at Mark Martin trying to get a run on Ken Schrader. Schrader, who led for longer than Rusty, is not going to be able to lead a lap because here comes Mark Martin with help from Kenny Wallace and Jeff Gordon. Wallace will push Mark Martin to the point here on lap number 4. And we are coming to the end of the segment here. We're just about, well, not coming to the end. We're about halfway through it now. This race will go by very fast. It's run right after Daytona qualifying, or pole qualifying, I think. If you want to know the pole winner, I don't remember it. There you go. Dale Earnhardt all the way back in the last position there. Looking like he fell back very quickly there. He started 2nd. Jeff Gordon, who started 1st, he's in 3rd place at the moment. He's trying to make some moves here as Mark Martin holds a strong and healthy lead at the moment. At least strong and healthy for what this race has been so far. But Jeff Gordon has got a run on him here. And Mark Martin will be the only the second driver to lead 2 consecutive laps so far. Dale Earnhardt led the first 2 laps consecutively, although it was side-by-side. And I believe Mark Martin will be side-by-side for the 2 laps he leads here. Mark Martin will lead by about half a car length as Jeff Gordon pulls the inside. And you see these guys, every one of these drivers get a big run off of 4 and can pull to the inside down the front stretch. The thing is, you got to time it right because you could try and win the race doing that. We saw Sterling Marlin do that last year. But you got to have a big enough run to get your nose in front of the driver at the line. That's the thing that these guys are going to have to try and do, because if you don't have a big enough run, like we saw with Gordon didn't have a big enough run, and he didn't pass Martin until after the line. Coming to 4 to go now, and these guys are probably preparing for that. Look at this. Jeff Gordon and Davey Allison 1-2. Ken Schrader in 3rd, and Allison is in a Hendrick sandwich at the moment with 4 laps going this stage. And here comes Schrader to the inside here. Schrader looking under them there, and looks like Rusty Walsh has fallen all the way back to the back of the pack here. As we take a look back here as Davey falls back, a lot of these guys seem to have kind of broken into a little 2 different packs here, kind of weirdly enough. And I think maybe Rusty or Dale Earnhardt or even Terry Labonte might be riding now because they can't get back up to the front. See Dale dropping to the outside there. They might be riding to just make it to the end of this segment so they can get the pole position for the last stage. So come to 3 laps to go now. Jeff Gordon still leads here with his teammate pushing him in 2nd. And Jeff Gordon is trying to claim the first segment from the pole. Gordon, who had 2 wins last year, hoping for a good 3rd season in his career, as he is improved as his sophomore year improved from his rookie year, and he's looking like he's gonna have a good start to the year right now as he pulls it in, as Mark Martin pulls the inside of his teammate Sterling Marlin to help. No Ernie Irvan to help Mark Martin. Mark Martin is going to get help from Ernie Irvan to break up the Hendrick Brigade at the front here. And we're coming to 2 laps to go. I wonder if Jeff Gordon can hold off this hard-charging Mark Martin. Martin looks like he's had the best car all race here. Can he pull off the victory in the duel? Or not the duel, in the clash. And look at this. He pulls to the inside of Gordon for the lead. Here comes Mark Martin with help from Davey Allison. 2 closely affiliated teams. And look at Dale Earnhardt. He's up in the 5th place. He was, less than a lap ago, he was dropping outside of the top 10. And now look at Dale Earnhardt. He's inside the top 5. side by side for the lead, and now Terry Labonte's going to try and make it 3 wide for the lead, but Davey Allison's going to try and clear, coming to the white flag. This is the last lap of the final segment. Davey Allison, the reigning champion and 500 champion, trying to claim victory in the race. Terry Labonte to the inside of him, though. Davey will lead at the white flag. Can he hold on? It's going to be difficult in that top groove. Terry Labonte to the inside of him. Dale Earnhardt to the bottom, 3 wide. The Intimidator makes his move. 3 wide in the turn number 1. Davey filed to the top lane. Here comes Dale Earnhardt. In 3 laps, he goes from last to first, and he's going to claim the lead down the backstretch. Can he hold on now for about 1.25 miles? Down the Daytona Superstretch we go. Allison filed to the top, 3 wide. From first to near last for Allison. Dale Earnhardt drops to the bottom, giving draft help to the number 8. Will we see the same move Marlon pulled in the final lap of the Clash last year? Pulled for the final lap of the first segment here. It's not going to be enough. Dale Earnhardt is going to pull an upset in the final 3 laps and win segment 1 in classic Earnhardt fashion. That is pretty cool. Dale Earnhardt comes out of nowhere and wins the first segment and claims that cash bonus. And Davey Allison in the final lap goes from first to last. But that means Davey will be now starting on the pole for the second segment. Wow. And the cream rises to the top. Sterling Marlin finishes second. He won this race last year. Could he pull it off again? Starting position does not matter here, obviously. Anyway, let's go to the second segment. All right, welcome to the second segment here at Daytona International Speedway. Davey Allison, of course, is on the front row here, leading them to the green of the second, segment I just said before. Nice repeating me. Ken Schrader to the outside of him. Jeff Gordon to the inside there in third, and fourth is Rusty Walsh. The all the way back in last. First segment winner, Dale Earnhardt. So Davey Allison, the reigning champion, is going to try and claim victory in this race. Can he do it? He's going to need to hold off a hungry 9 other drivers for 10 laps. Let's see what happens. The pace car turns off, and we are getting ready to go green flag racing. Hold your breath. Here it is. Green flag's out at Daytona. And Davey, once again, the leader, clears here. Mark Martin already going 3 wide on Jeff Gordon. Will he get there? Oh, they're almost 4 wide, but no, they go back to 3 wide action. Now, Gordon with a run. He's coming up on Allison's back bumper here. You see Dale Earnhardt right up the middle, 3 wide back there, making moves already. Here comes Gordon to the outside. Martin to the inside. Allison holds middle. 3 wide in the back. Now Gordon looks to the outside while Mark Martin drafts up to his back bumper. Heading back down in the turn number 3 now. Terry Labonte drops in the third. Gordon gets worked up into the third lane, up on the paint there. Gordon's going to drop back from first to last, repeating what Allison did. Or not first to last, but third to last. And now Mark Martin. He's coming in the inside of Davey. Will Davey lead the first lap? No, he won't lead the first lap. Mark Martin does by about an inch. And Terry Labonte now to the inside. That is exactly what these drivers are going to try and do coming to the checkered flag. They're going to try and pull out and make that type of move that Mark Martin made. That was possibly rehearsal Martin was trying to pull here. Now he's going to drop back, and he's going to try and regroup and plan for his late race moves. Put himself in position to win this race. 3 wide for second. Terry Labonte leads. Down in the turn number 3. Will come in at 8 to go this time by. Marlon gets worked up in the third lane. Dale Earnhardt gets clear of that outside groove. He's going to look for a hole here in front of Davey Allison. No avail. Now here comes Rusty Walsh to the inside of Terry Labonte. Side by side, winless Daytona 500 drivers. But their accolades in their careers are staggering. Both champions, both more than 10-time winners in the sport, and a 500 champion of Ernie Irvin's going to push Rusty Wallace past. Down through 1 and 2, off of turn 2 down the back stretch we come. Here comes Kenny Wallace, possibly the biggest upset driver in the field. He's a driver that's not really with a big team, nor is he really with anyone. He's his own soul, his own man out here as they're 2 and 4 out front, and the 24's in third. Coming to 7 laps to go. Mark Martin tries to clear for 4th here. And what will Ernie Irvin do here? See, you can make that move like we said before, but you don't have the run see if that was a race to the finish, Rusty would have won it. Now Jeff Gordon's going to try and make it 3 wide with a big run here, pushing Ernie Irvan past Rusty Wallace. Ernie Irvan, he had a terrible season in 1994, and he's looking to make 95 a better season for him and really turn back around this program at Morgan McClure Motorsports here. As here comes Jeff Gordon to the inside, and I think everyone just betrayed him. But Mark Martin to the inside, 3 wide in the turn number 3. Dale Earnhardt coming to push. He's already back to the front. We're not even to lap 4. Dale Earnhardt has quickly worked his way through the field and is in second place. And here he comes to the inside of Mark Martin. Can he get that run to pass him at the line here? Let's find out. Oh, man. It would have been Mark Martin by, I don't even know how close that would have been. But Martin did lead that lap as they're 3 by 3 behind Earnhardt, who leads at the moment. Coming to 5 laps to go. We'll be halfway through the segment here. Coming to the final 5 laps with Kenny Wallace in second place with a huge run, but now Terry Labonte drops to the inside of him with help from Ernie Irvan. Ernie Irvan now says, the heck with this, I'm making it 3 wide in the 3. Davey Allison is his friend to help him. Oh man, they're almost 4 wide. As Ernie Irvan works back to second place. And now he's looking for the lead here. Can he get that run? Here he comes to the line, and Ernie can't get it. And Dale will lead that lap. 5 to go in segment number 2. The last 5 laps of the clash. Rusty trying to push Ernie past. He does. Mark Martin now trying to get to the inside of Rusty, probably off this corner here. Yep, look at him do it right there, as we said. And now to the inside of Rusty. Could he get to the inside of Ernie? No, he can't, because he's going to get betrayed and put to the suck. Here comes Terry Labonte. 3 wide to the bottom here with 4 laps to go. Davey Allison drops down middle lane, top to middle there. That was quite of a daredevil move there. Now here comes Terry Labonte. Can he get some help past Ernie Irvan? It's going to be close at the line again. Oh, he just gets him. Just got him there. Barely. And now Sterling Marlin trying to push him. Sterling Marlin actually is going to get his nose under Terry. And the last year's winner is getting help from the 24 Jeff Gordon and 28 Davey Allison. Sterling Marlin, who went winless in 94 besides the clash, he's looking to try and win this back-to-back years. And now Jeff Gordon is saying, nope, I'm going to take this from you as we come to 3 laps to go. This race is coming down to the wire. No one can hold the lead for more than 3 seconds, it seems. Jeff Gordon is now at the point, but can he hold it off in enough time before Davey Allison gets to his back bumper? Davey Allison can't make a move, though, because here comes Mark Martin. Jeff Gordon going to drop down, block Martin's advancement, though. And Dale Earnhardt's going to try and push him. Oh, man! Now Mark is just going to drop it as hard as he can to the bottom. And here comes Mark Martin with 3 laps to go. Dale Earnhardt up the middle. And I think Earnhardt's been put up the middle there. I don't know if he can... Oh, no, he's going to be held up there. I don't know if Earnhardt can make it back up to the front in enough times. We have 2.5 laps to go. He's going to lose all of his position as Mark Martin is going to take the lead here. 3 wide action behind him here, and you see Dale Earnhardt still in the top groove up there. Oh, and now he's going to drop to the middle here, but that's not a good line either way. Here comes Mark Martin with help from Terry Labonte. So we come to 2 laps to go, and oh man, everyone moves under Mark Martin, and at the line with 2 to go, Terry Labonte leads. And already Dale Earnhardt up to 4th. He's got a big run here. Ernie Irvan now to the inside of Terry Labonte. And Ernie Irvan is going to make a move here for the lead within the final 2 laps of this race. We're coming to the white flag next time by. Sterling Marlin, he's still up there, and he's last year's winner. Here comes Dale Earnhardt with a move. Oh, he's going to be taken 3 wide by Rusty Wallace. He can't do anything. No, he's got to run, a big enough run to keep in front of Rusty. To the inside he goes of Marlin. To the white flag here for Dale Earnhardt. Can he do what he did in the first segment and claim victory again? Can he sweep the race? Coming to the line here. Dale Earnhardt drops to the bottom. He only needs to beat him at the checkered flag. Here he comes. Ernie Irvan leads, but Dale's passing. Here comes Mark Martin and Davey Allison. Allison to the bottom. 3 wide on Mark Martin. Davey Allison taking him 3 wide for second. 3 by 3 behind Dale Earnhardt. And where did Davey Allison come from? Davey Allison, who started on the pole of the second stage, he's come out of nowhere. But he doesn't He doesn't have any help. Terry Labonte to his inside. Davey's pushing Dale Earnhardt for everything he's got down the backstretch. Can he clear Terry into the final corner? Yes, he does. Through 3 and 4. Does Davey have anything for Dale Earnhardt? Will we see a repeat of last year's finish? Here we come off of turn 4. Dale Earnhardt, the sitting duck. Davey Allison to the inside. Side by side to the line. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Allison. A repeat of last year's finish. Deja vu, and Davey Allison claims it. Wow. Dale Earnhardt gets denied, and Davey Allison, using lessons learned from last year's race where Sterling Marlin pulled the same move on, Rick Wilson coming to the line, will claim the victory off of turn 4. Just like last year, the leader off of turn 4 does not win the race. What a finish. What a finish. What a finish. And Davey Allison wins. Dale Earnhardt second. Terry Labonte third. Kenny Wallace gets fourth. And Ernie Irvan does the same thing that Davey Allison did, and goes from first on the last lap to dead last. Anyway, let's take a look real quickly at that at how close that was. Coming to the line here. Oh man, it was half a car length. It was a little bit closer than last year's, but it's still, man, that's one of the closest finishes I think we've had in Davey Allison. Anyway, that's it. Hope people enjoyed. Next time we'll be here, we'll be for the duels, and then there'll be the 500. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Until next time, goodbye.